This mobile phone footage appears to show gunmen entering a church during a service in central Nigeria on November the 18th. The congregation flee. The gunmen steal their belongings. 2 people were reportedly killed and 38 worshippers abducted. There's been a rise in the frequency of mass kidnappings and the number of attacks in parts of Nigeria. On November the 17th, armed men stormed a predominantly Muslim girls' school in Kebbi State, kidnapping 25 students, and 64 people were snatched from their homes in neighbouring Zamfara. In the same week, 52 students were abducted from a Catholic school in Niger State. So why is this happening? Although there have been numerous attacks on the Christian community, Muslims have also been targeted and suffered equally.
The fact of the matter remains that the confluence of economic, political, social, and environmental factors means that for many communities in this country, the overwhelming majority of whom are religiously and ethnically diverse, the preconditions exist for violence to occur.
Nigeria's military is one of the largest in Africa and has for years struggled in its fight with armed groups including Boko Haram and those linked to ISIL. But criminal gangs, often referred to as bandits locally, also take advantage in poorly governed, isolated rural areas, and tension between nomadic herdsmen and farmers over land rights often sparks violence and kidnappings.
There's just a lot of money, right, to be made in this enterprise. We have seen and noticed a situation where groups that were more ideologically coherent have completely flipped their operations to just, making money out of this practice in order to procure more weapons.
Some political and community leaders are accused of being involved. Experts say corruption and lack of political will is also partly to blame.
The legitimacy of Nigerian politicians, right, is really low right now. So for a lot of these communities, they do not feel as though government is an honest actor. Government has the resources or the political will or the political wherewithal to protect them. And so in many respects, what a lot of these communities now resort to doing is to pay protection money to the very people who target them.
The US president recently threatened military action in Nigeria to protect Christian communities which he says face an existential threat. But many fear that framing Nigeria's kidnapping crisis and the increasing violence along purely religious lines could be dangerous and does not reflect the reality on the ground. Charles Straford, Al Jazeera.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.